What is up, everyone? Man, why am I solo down? Camera, what do you do? Hang on, bear with. Apparently, I'm sat in my older brother or dad's sim rig right now. Bear with. Hold the line, caller. Thank you. That's better. Bloody cameras, eh? Bloody cameras. There we go. Right, we're back. How are we doing? Hope you're well. Oh, it's blue for some reason. Sorry. Got a little indicator light on the camera, and it's usually green, but it's blue, and it's off-putting. How are we doing? Hope you're doing well. Hey Sushi, hey Cool, hey Alan, Brody. Hope you're all well. As you can hear, I'm a bit groggy right now. I'm also a bit knackered from. I was a big bit of shed building yesterday. Oh, of course. Yep. There he is. Cheers, Jace. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you. He did threaten me with a good time earlier, so I can't be too mad, but thank you very much, mate. I do appreciate that. And it goes to Alan as well. Look at that. Yeah, so yesterday we spent a lot of time putting boarding up. I am not one for manual labour or DIY. I actively try and make my life as little to do with that as possible. When in doubt, pay a man for me, because if I do it, it'll be done quickly, rushed, and wrong. My dad is a bit better than me, so it took longer, but we did get it right. So there'll be a post tomorrow about the last couple of updates. I haven't really updated you guys in a couple of weeks on that. So yes, shed is moving along, but because of that and work being a bit busier than normal at the moment, I'm quite tired, which means I don't particularly want to race. So, but I want to stream and do stuff. Oh, what have you done now? Oh, you've just re-upped yourself. Okay, good. I was worried you were going to do a lot more then. Oh, thank you, Jace. Do appreciate it as always, mate. Thank you very much. So yeah, we've got the TSC races coming up soon. Because I'm quite busy, I need to actually get some livery stuff. So I thought I want to stream. Let's do something different. So I don't have to be very physical. Oh God, Jace, enough. Put your wallet away. Just put it down. Put it down. Thank you, Jason. So yeah, we're making liveries tonight because we're gonna focus on GT3 first because I know that one. There'll be another stream or possibly a few more where we try and figure out how to paint a hypercar. So that could be interesting. So yeah. There's also, I guess, an Paquito announcement as well. You guys may have seen me using this bottle recently. Well, I say recently, for about a month or so. It's from a company called Wraith. Now, the reason this is interesting is because I am now an affiliate partner person with them. Basically, you get a code and you get a discount off of it, and it's really tasty drinks. Like it's the usual powdery energy drink, but also electrolyte stuff. So yeah, I'll do a big post about it soon at some point when I'm not really busy and have time to do stuff, but yeah, if you want to try it, there are stuff. I have a code if you want it. I'm not gonna shove it out everywhere, but you know, you get stuff. And I don't drink enough water, and this makes tasty water. I have an electrolyte thing in it that make it taste like grape, and it's really tasty. I have it at least once a day, if not twice. It's really nice. So keep an eye out for that. They do energy drink stuff. They do not energy drink stuff because I stream late. We have an arse load of caffeine at 10:30. So this is quite good just to, you know, keep me hydrated and the brain working without actually having to pump it for the caffeine. So, you know, there's that. So I've been working on in the background a livery to tie in with this because, you know, it's a sponsorship. It's motorsport. You put sponsors on cars, right? So I thought, we'll chuck it on the car. So I guess this is also a mini reveal of a livery that I'm working on that we're then going to bastardize and basically steal and convert into the TSC team that I'm in. Yeah, that, basically. So let's go into, where do I go? That one. No, team. Let's go to team. And then we go to that one. We got that one. We go liveries. We go apply to car, because it's not technically finished yet. So you're getting a Paquito sneak peek. Sneak peek. we go. So we're doing it in the Lexus because that's the one that we're doing in the series. And let's switch them over here. If we can do it, time it just right. Haha! Look, I've been working on a thing. Why have I disappeared? Oh, I'm in the wrong one. There we go. No, I've still disappeared. What the fuck is going on? Game. Not game. Computer. Why have I disappeared? Bear with. Hold the line, caller. I literally tested this before I went live. For fuck's sake. Right. Let's get rid of that. Yes. We want to add a new video capture device. Add existing video capture device. That one. No, that's not right. What are you doing? Oh my god, I hate. I just hate. I'm nothing but anger and hatred. That is the webcam. What are you doing? Jesus, man. What are we doing? Talk amongst yourself, boys. I will be back in the room shortly. Right, let's add. It's got to be one of these, surely. Video. I mean, we just had it working on the other screen, right? So it's got to be one of these ones. There I am. Oh, fuck me. I'm big. Ha! I'm back. Hello. Right. Bear with. Right, I need to move down the order of the things on the screen. I need to be under here, I believe. Yes, and then we need to go. We need to go. Huh! There we go. Right. Right. There we go. Whoop. And then we can make big a bit, and then we just get fucked around with the Snap 2 feature. Haha! We are back. Hello. I am a professional streamer, man. There we go. Right, cool. There we go. Right, cool. Yeah, back in the room. Right, car. I made car. So, anyone who's been sort of a long follower of the channel knows I kind of do this comic booky style stuff. So it took me a minute to figure out how I want to get this Lexus done. We've got a big old Wraith up there. They've got a really cool logo, to be fair. So this is like a it's like a 70 to 80% complete one. I've still got to do a couple of bits for this. I've got to put more sponsors on and stuff. Got some more bits around the back here, but yeah, most people who've seen my liveries before, like with the Merc, the BMW, and the McLaren, know I do this sort of comic booky style stuff. I like it, and it's relatively easy to do, if I'm being honest. So yeah, what we're going to do is basically cannibalize this same layout, because I've put a lot of fucking time into it, and basically change the colours and add a few bits, a couple of places, that sort of stuff. Cheers, Alex. Yeah, I'm really happy with this one. Yes, I've been spending a lot of time on it, but yes, I'm very happy with it. There's just lots of little details in there. Like, I've gone a bit OTT with some of the stuff, but yeah, some stuff like that sticker needs moving a little bit. I need to get rid of the Lexus on there. OTT over the top. I got real ADHD with it. Basically, let's put that with real OCD. So like, right, let's do that. No, then just put that there, put that there, and yeah. So yeah, this is still a work in progress. This will be on a track near you soon. I am gonna steal an idea from John as well, where I'm gonna have a community livery pool where you guys can just like be part of the community team and you get access to it. It won't have any of my stickers on it, like the BPM stickers on it. It'll be like a 90% the same livery, just without my logo on it, just protect the brand and all that other bollocks, basically. Just in case someone gets in there and starts being an arse about it, like 99, like I know most people won't. However, for that one arsehole that might do, it'll be everything the same. It just won't have any like sponsors or anything on it. So it'll just be the plain livery. So it'll have all the cartoony bits on it, just no stickers, basically. Yeah, so the plan, I'm going to swap out that and put a call like Wraith / BPM or something on there. I figure I just haven't got around to doing that yet. It's complicated. It takes a lot of time. I do a lot of stuff on iPad at work as well, so like all this is off of all run off USB. I do all my liveries off USB sticks because I swap between. I do stuff on my iPad, so I don't use Photoshop. I use Affinity Photo 2. Because it's like Photoshop, but you just pay for the license and then you don't have to give them any more money. You remember like how things used to be? That I use that. So the one license that I've got allows me to use it for Mac, iPad, and PC for one payment. So I've got all that. Yeah, I mean, I've tried using GIMP before. All I'll say is you can tell it's freeware. Like, it's good. It does and take a lot of learning to get stuff how you want it to be. At least for me, in my head, I could never get around it properly. I've tried Affinity Photo using a free trial. It was pretty intuitive to me. And the main thing is I can use it on 3 different platforms and I don't have to worry about cross compatibility with files. I can literally take it from one, put it in the other, and it works. So it's for me it works with my kind of janky workflow basically. So yeah, this is what we're going to be sort of pulling apart. So for people who aren't in the TSC stuff, I am in a team we've decided to be called Only Beards. Might surprise you to learn it's a play on the term OnlyFans. So we're going to be changing this to look like kind of the OnlyFans colours, basically, and then I need to add a logo to it. So, yeah, that's the plan. Why's that bottom part in the middle going to shrink? I mean, this is running through the game, so this is uploaded. It's like already filed, extrapolated into the game, so this should be as it loads, to be honest. But you might be right. I've left the region map. All I did was get rid of the sticker region because I moved stuff around and there was just random shiny spots. So I just got rid of all the sticker mapping. We're going to try and use masking. I never really play around with masking much in Photoshop stuff. But the plan is to basically make the orange bits on this white, the black bits on it blue, and the sort of outline, the white sort of seams and stuff, make that chrome. Because it's like grey is their other colour, right? So we make that like a shiny grey, so we'll have to fuck around with sticker mapping and stuff like that. So, yeah. I like to try and learn something new with each one that I do. So yeah, we're gonna play around with masking and all that sort of fun stuff, and then uploading the region map, and it works kind of funkily in LMU. Like the material settings are all run off this mapping here. So red is carbon, black is normal, and green would be stickers. But as you see, there's no green because I got rid of it. But you can change sort of the metallic, so you can change from that to wrap, and then you can have a metallic flake, and then you can have either shiny. For some reason, the card just looks really fucking wet when you choose shiny. I don't know why. And then you got matte wrap, medium wrap, shiny wrap, medium strong shiny. And then you can play around with. So there's no green on the card to change with these ones. Don't know what the blue does. I haven't played with that. And then you can choose the material of the stickers. We could choose shiny or chrome or something like that. Would be the other one. And then carbon, it just maps the carbon itself, so you don't play around with it. Yeah, they're really easy to do, Roger, as well. That's why I like them. I like doing the cel shady stuff because, honestly, it's a little bit less complicated on my part. So, yeah, I've done enough faffing around with that. Blue and green are the same, are they? Oh, cool. Right, okay, so it gives you two-tone effect. Gotcha. Cool. Right, yeah, so let us jump into, not one of my 1,000 files, into Affinity Photo. So for those who haven't ever designed a car in LMU, this is basically what you work with. This is the texture map. So basically it's of a car, and then they've got random bits in places to fit in a certain size file that the computer knows where to grab from to wrap it around the car, basically. So you got the front bumper, these are all the canards, you've got, this is the spoilery bit, like the struts for the spoiler, you've got the rear bumper skewed in here, that's the front bumper sun strip, then you've got the rear, like the boot lid in effect, you've got the spoiler bit there, various different bits of carbon in grey, the front splitter there. There's a little bit of a learning curve just sort of to know where it is, so it's helpful to have LMU open because you can live, every time you export a file, it will live update in game. It's really useful to figure out what thing you're trying to fuck around with. So, yeah, that's why we got that open. No, all the way back. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, the only thing I want to do is for Chrome. Basically, that's the only thing I'm going to do. Yeah, I can't, the wireframe, I have lowered the opacity on it because when I was trying to paint white, it's very difficult to do that with a very bright bright wireframe. So there is a low, it's like 75% opacity on there, so it is clearer if you put up the full. And also, don't forget, you're getting stream compression as well. There is in this program, yeah. So I set it at 75 because I want to see it. 50 is a little bit too light. But 100% is a bit too difficult when I'm trying to see white near white and stuff like that. Chase exclusion. Okay, so this is the bit I don't know. I'm not a whiz at photo editing or all this sort of stuff. I don't know, like, the overlay and then how you set color filters and on top of stuff. And I just paint. I just paint. And as you can see, my my layer management is god awful. So, have fun getting triggered by that. So, let us get started. What we're going to do first of all, actually, is some house cleaning. We're gonna figure out what the fuck all these bits are and try and put them in some form of order. Now, I believe most of these top bits are just going to be these little streaky bits because I went a bit mental with them. So, yeah, that's up there. I think most of these are, yeah, pretty much all of these black curves are literally just decal jobs. Cool, so what we're going to do is we are going to make a new folder. So we can just do that, and then we can group. Beautiful, lovely. Yeah, I like fucking around with it. I like making my own stuff. It's all. I only have one style. If you ever see my liveries, it is that you can tell that guy made that one. Yep, I know what has happened with that. But yeah, I enjoy pissing around with it, to be honest. So I think here is also a boiling hot mess. Oh no, I did. Oh wow. Okay, I was actually a bit more organised than I thought I was. Cool. Fair enough. Right. So. Let's think. Let's grab the OnlyFans colour palette as well. OnlyFans colour palette. Not palette. Palette. There we go. Colour hex. Cool. Right. Go away. Right. So. Sorry for the flashbang. Ah! I wanted you to go smaller, not bigger. Right. So these are the colours we're going to be stealing. Right. So anyone who doesn't do with Photoshop stuff. Colours you usually refer to as hex code, which is this here, hashtag, and then two characters. These relate to up here, which is where you've got your red, your green, and your blue, and it's basically from 00 to FF, how much of each of that colour do you need to make the colour you're trying to make, basically is how it works. So, and then you've got RGB here. If you prefer to work in RGB, which goes from 0 to 255. So black is 000, white 2555, blah, blah, blah. And in hex, white is FF, black is 000000, basically. And you just fuck around when you're trying to make paints. There's loads of websites you can choose to help you generate palettes that are like complementary colours and stuff like that. So I've got one for any BPM stuff. So I've got like my orange with like white and black, and then a couple of complementary colours like a grey and a purple to go with it as well. So yeah, it's one of those ones of like, if you're struggling with colours, just go and find a website or something that can, like, you go, I like this colour, find me other colours that work with it. They go, yeah, sure, here you go, blah, blah, done. So there's some really cool places like that. So that, Like I say, here's some other examples. Look. Oh, look, Chatterbait. If you know, you know. Alright, Sushi, mate, yeah, have fun. Enjoy your livery maker, mate. You won't have me, like... You're probably a good idea, because you won't get cringe from me and my horrifically bad practices as we go through and do this. So, what we're going to do... grapey. I said grape. I said grape. Right, group. We are going to select that one, select that, so it should highlight. We go to there, we can go from that to there, so we've selected all of the... So this section here is all the big chunks of orange, which I think we're going to go with white. No, I don't think we are. Are we? Let's play around. So we'll start with this one as white. We'll go FF, FF, FF. There we go. So we've got all them white. So we're now white on black. Which then means we need to go in and probably change this wireframe. And I'm going to put that to like a grey. That would be Jace, Alan. The ever opulent Jace, long-time supporter of the channel. Hey Lee, how you doing, mate? Welcome, welcome. Right, so with this one, we want to do their kind of grey colour, I think, which would be that one, 8A96A3. So we want 8A96, and then I believe it was A3 was the last one. We didn't select the... No, what have we got? Why's that changed? Why's the base colour changed? I selected the background as well. No, I've done the fill. Right, okay, so these bits here, because this is a node or like a texture map kind of thing, it has a line and a fill, and I have done the wrong one. So let's Control Z that, because I'm now confused. My sweet little brain is confused. There we go. So it should be black. So we actually want to leave that fill. So we want to select the white there. No, so we are only beards, me and Dargo in TSC. So we are stealing the OnlyFans color palette. So we're going to be moving this onto here, basically. So, and then I'll need to AI generate some OnlyBids logos, because I'm not good at making logos. Although I might try and find the fonts, to be fair. That way I can play around with the composition and all that fun stuff. So, I want to make sure we're on stroke, which we are. Let's try that again. So what was it? I've forgotten it already. Was it 8A96A3? 8A96A3. And it's done the same thing again. Why you do this to me? Why are you doing the fill? Of course it's doing the fill. That's what, yeah, we're after it doing the fill. Aren't we? No, we're not after doing the fill. We want no fill. Why do you keep doing the fill? I want to do the stroke. Right. I'm confused. Why are you doing this? So what am I trying to... I've forgotten what I'm trying to do again now. Yeah, I'm very confused. Right, so that is white. That is, again, just the... Because the black is coming from... That's just the base paint, so that's the base there. Okay. So set foreground. Oh, so yeah, I should be doing up here. Fuck, I'm using the wrong bloody place, that's why. That's why. Right. So, stroke. We want 8A. Oh, he's doing it again. Stroke. Changing the entire car. 8A. 96. Why is it changing the base? I don't get. That should stay black. I am very confused. Oh, no, I remember. It's because there is a bloody pixel layer in here. So this bug is this prick. So this is just a pixel layer. So this is just like a flat layer that you just paint onto it. And this is the fucker that's been annoying me. There we go. Jesus Christ. Right, you can be off with the fucking. Go on. Go away. We don't want you. Should really just move that down to a lower layer, but never mind. Right, base. We want to change the buttery biscuit base to the blue. I think we go with the darker of the two. Can we get fancy with this, actually? Can we get fancy? Should we get fancy? I think we get fancy. I think. I've not used this before on this one. Where is Ue Le Grandiente? That's it. That's what I want. Gradient tool. If we gradient from there, that way. Right. There we go. There we fucking figured it out. Hold shift to keep it straight. Beautiful. So our buttery biscuit base changing gradient. Right. Colour at the front. We want that as the lighter blue, don't we? That would make sense. We have that as a lighter blue, which is 00AF-F0. Colour. 00. Is it AF? F0? Is that what it was? Yeah, AF F0. AF F0. And then we want that bleeding into. Oh no, this is on the mask layer. Why are we doing this on the mask layer? We don't want that. No, 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 no. Applying it as a mask then. Interesting. Okay, maybe we do. Let's undo that for now. Because we don't want to do that on that layer. Maybe we just come down here. We're going to add a pixel layer just above the base, that buttery biscuit base, and we apply our gradient on there. Do that? We can. Oh, look at that. Would you look at there? There we go. And then we can play around with how bright we want it to be. Like we could probably get it to blend sort of mid-car, somewhere like that maybe. And then we go back and do that again. So our darker colour is, I mean, I could just copy and paste it. It'll be a lot easier way to do it. That one. You can just put that in there. Got boom. And then we want the other one, which is this one. Hope you're finding this interesting and not incredibly infuriating. I'm having fun. That one there. Boom. Right, let us. I'm not liking the white bits on the side as much. We may need to add a bit more white or do something with that. Cool. So first and foremost, I think. I don't know. Maybe. How do I select the gradient again? I've not changed that gradient now. I've clicked off of it. Interesting. Okay, we'll figure that out. Right, let's get rid of some of these stickers because we're not going to have them on the car. We might do, we probably won't. Let's just turn off that one, that one. Let's get rid of that one and that one. And then all these ones on the side here as well. There we go. Right, so that's the base car there, right? We'll leave the lines on there for the minute. We could change one of the other ones to a different colour as well. Then what we're going to need to do is probably group these, turn that into a pixel layer instead of a mask, but we'll fucking figure that out later. Right, what we're going to do first is we are going to export as a TGA is what the game needs. Don't ask me what it is, that's just what the game needs. We're going to export that. So you've got to put this in a very specific place, which is a very long file path, which is this one here. So it's Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Le Mans Ultimate, User Data, Liveries. And you need to change it, and you have to call it Custom Skin. The only way it'll read it is if it's called Custom Skin. If you call it fucking Hank's Sausages or something like that, never going to work. It has to be Custom Skin. Yes, I want to override it. So now we should have a blue and white one. Now I'm thinking maybe we invert the colours. That does make doing the gradient a bit more difficult. And I do like the gradient. Maybe we just put more white on the roof. Maybe that's the fix. I feel like there's too much blue here. Maybe we make all this white. Mayhaps. Hey Rodney, how you doing, mate? Let's re-export this without the contour wireframes on there as well, so we can actually get a better look at it, shall we? Export. It's probably, you got to export it every time. Same place, same name. Save. Yes. There we go. That's better. I definitely think we need more white on there. I definitely think we need more white. I like the blue bonnet. I think that's cool. I like the amount of blue we've got down the front. I think we need more white on the sides. And I think we need more white on the roof. So maybe we put a white bit here on the side runners, and maybe we put white on the roof. Let's change that to a metallic as well. And we'll make that as a shiny. Can we get heavy flake? Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. That's better. Apologies, I went Churchill there for a second. Flake effect. I don't know what this does. Should we play around with this? That's a hex code to me. What hex code do we want? Should we make the hex code? Should we make it? Let's do it white because it's saying it's probably gonna make it super fucking bright if we make it white. Ooh, is she shiny? She's shiny. Maybe we make that the blue. Should we make that the lighter of the blue? Make it this one. 00AFF0. That's kind of cool. I quite like that. Gives the like a pearly sheen to the white as well. We can also make it like less strong as well. So that's, yeah, I like that. I think a soft one of that. Nice little glittery. We've got to make these bits chrome yet still, so we've got to figure out how to make that a masking layer at some point. Right, we've got no stickers on there at the moment because that's the bit that we're going to change to chrome. Alright, okay. I think maybe let's try a bit more white on the roof and these side panels here. I think that's probably our next step. Yeah, I'll look for that. It's a bit gloomy in this old shed, isn't it? Don't get a lot of light from there. But, cool, right. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the bit where we've got all those curves there. Lovely. Alright, we're going to go in, we're going to get the pen tool, we're going to make sure that we have fill at white. Yeah, that's fine. Going to put the wireframe back on so I can see what I'm doing. So we're going to leave a little bit of an edge on this. I think we're just going to go straight over that whole to be honest. Oh, no. Stop that. Why is the stroke come back? Go away. stroke off. There, we need to do one there. One sort of about 2 lines out there. One up over here. There, wasn't it? Roughly. I'm not very precise when we do these things, so if you're getting triggered by anything you see, I do apologise. It's not aimed at you, it's just I just figure out how to do something, and then if there's a more optimal way of doing it, I don't really care. I just do the way that I've kind of figured out how to do it. Right, that's roughly complete. There we go. So we got an complete shape. What we can then do is we go into the node tool. We can select all those. We can then choose it from being like a 90-degree or a non-curved node to a curvy node, and then we can go back in and just make the ones pointy that we want to make pointy. That should probably be a bit more there. We can then play with curves. Try and make this semi-equidistant. The reason I like the cell shader stuff is if it's a bit janky and a bit wonky, doesn't matter too much because it's meant to be like a comic book style, so hand-drawn, which is my excuse for if it looks shit, it's hand-drawn. Let's bring that curve up that way a little bit, close that gap up. Gap up a little bit more there. That could do it coming out a bit more. This is the fun bit of sometimes you just need to put an extra node in, but it still needs to come out a little bit more. Curve's not quite equal there. I'm making a dog's dinner of this. That looks a bit better. Well, I say Infinity Fighter 2 is a great program, and as I say, the main reason I like it is it's not cheap. Don't get me wrong; it's a couple £100 for the full license, but you can get cheap ones if you just want to pay for like one program. So I've got the one that does Windows, lets me do Mac and also iPad as well. So there's 3 separate licenses. The iPad license is like £20. And then I'm just going to add another node here because that's quite a lot to figure out that curve. Let's remove and let's realign that one. But yeah, this program just works, and importantly, I'm not paying Adobe fucking £50 a month because I don't use it enough to pay monthly for it, right? I do 6 liveries a year, so I'm not going to pay Adobe £30. I don't use Premiere. I don't use After Effects. I use DaVinci Resolve for videos, as and when I make them. Because quite frankly, Adobe can get to fuck. They price themselves as the only guys in town when they aren't, and they are a great solution for business. Don't get me wrong. Mass licenses and stuff. Well, not a great solution. They are a good solution for businesses because similar workflow, easy workflow. They make it very easy to work as a group together. However, for Joe Schmo like me, I don't want to spend £50 a month on all of your programs. There are only like 6 of them. Just let me buy it. Right, cool. Where does that layer gone? We've been building it in the wrong layer. We have. Cool. So we want to shimmy you up into there, so you know in the right group. Paying for Adobe is highly illegal anyway. Yes, very true. Hey Ollie, how you doing? Yeah, chill stream, chilling. We're just being our best Bob Ross today. Making some happy little accidents. I feel like we make this white as well. I think we're relatively equidistant on that. Again, it's hand drawn, so if it looks crap, then that's my excuse. I was having a bad day drawing it. So let's grab another pen tool. One over there, apparently. So let's go around here. We'll go clockwise this time, just to change it up a little bit. For some reason, it's now changed me to having a black stroke. That's interesting. No stroke, please. Thank you very much. Geometric bob, yeah, you got me. That's it. Well, that should work. Relatively equal spacing on the nodes. Kind of equal with the other side, so it makes curves a bit easier to make. That's my logic to it anyway. Again, all self-taught, which means probably wrong, but I can kind of figure my way through it. Get what I want out of it most times. Right, let's go in and take some of these angles back out again. Actually, we do kind of want to keep that soft, don't we? Let's bring that back in a little bit. Bring that back out. That one, we'll keep that as a hard angle. Did actually close that up. That's interesting. That might mess with things later on. We'll find out. Oh dear, you've gone a bit bulbous. There we go. Tighten that up a little bit in there. Bit too close to the sides. Bring them back down that way a little bit. Let's change the angle, the dangle a little bit on that. Angle that dangle down a little bit as well. Scotch. Do. That one there. Some of these use, like, sometimes the angle's just a bit weird, so if you need to move it, it's worth just putting it back as like a straight in, straight out kind of node, and then redangling the curvatures to get it to recalculate and stuff. But it's pretty good at figuring out the sort of calculations to get a rough, relatively smooth dangle for you. Cool, I think that looks pretty good. Cheers, Mark, appreciate it. Yeah, it's probably something broken on. I think this stream version is broken on Stream Elements. It's grabbed the same one twice for some reason. I don't quite know why. I can go through and fix it. It'll probably take me about 10 minutes to do that because it's not the easiest thing to do in the world. I will endeavour to fix that next time we do this. This was just I want to stream because I haven't streamed in a bit, but I'm too fucking tired to race, so let's figure out something else to do. Kind of deal. Right, cool. Let's re-export that and have a look. Export. That one. Right, how are we looking? Fucking bastarding. Where did that actually end up? Was that in the wrong... Did it randomly throw me in the wrong group again? Where's the same? Where is this? Whereabouts have you ended up? Yes, you're in the wrong one again. I don't quite know why you keep doing that. I'm going to shove you in there. There we go. Right. Right, turn off the job 8. Turn off that. Export. Export. That one. Job done. Yes, override it. Bang. There we go. Yeah, that definitely looks better with the white on there. I think we might need to bring these sides in with this bit, just to make it line up there a little bit more. Keep that in line with their potential. Although I don't know, we've got the grey there. Maybe we... I don't know actually with that one. That side looks a bit better. Maybe I think we just need to actually tighten this angle up a bit more, bring this end in a little bit, make it tighter like that. because it sort of drifts away at the top here, but doesn't come into point on that one. That one sort of looks a bit cleaner coming in that corner there. We're upside down. Have I done that? Oh, we're looking at the back. Do we need more white here? I think we need more. Do we? I don't know. Yeah, I think the boot lid needs to be white, and then this bit can be all blue. We're going to do sides there as well, weren't we? I think that's a good mix at the front. I like that. I think, yeah, this bit, there's a little bit too much blue on this side, I think. I think we do the white there. I feel like we redo the gradient as well, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, it looks one way in here, and then you take it out on track, it looks something completely different because the amount of light is different. Okay, right. Let's do the side. So let's put the wireframe back on. This could be interesting because there's a lot of angles and dangles around here. So where does that curl away? Right there. Okay, fine. So it curls away kind of there-ish. We could just do all that white, to be fair. Right. Right. Pen tool. Oh, you trying to do a game, Luke? What did you try? Right, here we go. So let's go in and why have you given me a black stroke again? Do there, there, and there. It's gonna get real funky when we start trying to do this, so just bear with it. It will all come back together, don't worry. Fix it in post. Nearest makes no difference, a straight line. These lines should be above these, thinking about it, so maybe we need to reorder that a little bit. So we can cheat a little bit here. No, it can't be because we are painting this on in the gap around the edge, don't we? So we go there. Now we've got to try and guess where this grey line is, so did a pretty good job of it so far, I must admit. Yep. So you gotta stop somewhere around here, right? Stop somewhere around here, right? Stop somewhere around here, right? Is that it? No, for fuck's sake. Right. There we go, found it. Complete. Lovely. Beautiful. Job done. Right. Cool. So we now go on to motor tool. Select all of them quickly and then make it like that quick. Lords of the Fallen. Yeah, name rings a bell. Name rings a bell. I can't remember why it does, but the name definitely rings a bell. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's like a Souls-like, isn't it? Bit grimdark from what I remember seeing. I think, isn't it like one of most of the advertisement stuff for it's like a big ass bulky knight with a big ass sword, walking around in like some dark places fighting demon-y things. Right, you need to be a bit more that way. Yeah, there we go. Tighter, right there. Okay, let's put another one in there just to move you up. That looks fine. Straighten them. Go. Excellent. Grab the other node. Down. Diddly. Now we could maybe get fancy and try potentially doing a drop shadow on these as well. Might make it like stand out just a little bit. That we can have a play around with in a sec. You tucked up into the corner there. Let's bring that around like that to make it a nice curve. Get these ones here to realign themselves, get that a bit better, and then just do that. Rather than put your faff around with these doobies. We're getting a little bit sort of lost in the source when it comes to sort of seeing where we are, just because we're white with white guidelines, so we're just kind of having to trust the process right now. Hopefully it comes out looking alright. Do. One of them, yep. Then we added an extra node there, we don't want that. Yeah, out that way a bit more. That way. Be a right angle. Be a right angle. I feel like we've changed the width that we are away from the edges as we've gone round. We have definitely gone through and done this before. Should really try and keep uniform with that, I guess. This is how far everything else is off. I don't know. Let's see how it looks. So we are going to grab that layer, which means we need to find it. There. Down into there. Then we're going to copy, we're going to paste, and then we're going to go onto here. We're going to flip vertical. Transform, flip vertical. Hold shift so it stays in line. Should hopefully be close to nothing Take wireframe off. File. Export. Export. That one. Yes. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. It doesn't need to be as far out from it because there's so much blue already around it, and because it wraps around, you can see a lot of blue around it. I think that's fine. I don't think we need to add anything more there. Cool. I think this is a pretty solid base for it, you know. Yeah, I usually do. I usually do that as well, just because dealing with white on this thing's a pain in the ass. I don't usually disable it. I just remembered that you meant to, so I did, and just to sort of see what happens. Right. I think this is pretty good as a base layout. You know, I think this says OnlyFans, don't you? Blue, and white. We now need to try and get the grey to be chrome, I think, will be the next challenge. I think I know how to do that. May try and make the chrome a bit thicker as well, because I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know, we'll have to get on track and see what happens. Yeah, I think this screams OnlyFans, which is good because we're only beards. We can get only beards right in here. A nice little OB or something. OB with a wing on it, or make the because the F is like a set of wings, right? If we just make the wings a bit bigger, we can, and then put like something in the middle of it, we can make that an OB. I'll have a play around with that, see if I can get something that looks okay. Yeah, see, we've got this is where the masking thing is useful, because those little black circles there that masking thing has on but isn't in here for some reason. So make a sausage livery. I mean, we could make the front of this, you know, like brown, and I can like just put like hair texture and stuff on it, but I kind of feel like we just lean into the OnlyFans angle, and I don't feel artistic enough to draw a fucking beard in Photoshop. If I had unlimited time, maybe, but I don't, unfortunately. I think this is just the right balance. I mean, we're going to go back to having a black wang. I don't want a blue wang. We'll go back to having a black wang. It should be carbon though. Well, it's not. I think that needs to be offset. It's too much for that being blue as well. Sausage livery for the Alpine. Oh dear. Yeah. Or Alpine, rather. Yeah, good luck with that. that's far too much detail for me. Right. Okay, right. So what we want to do now is let's put the mask back on and the wireframe back on. Yeah. Oh no, there isn't any little black circles. Why have we got black circles on the other one then? Oh, it's because the car's black, that's why. Yeah, fucking idiot. Oh, you fool of a took. Right. We're gonna need to, so if I remember right, I need to make all of these effectively a pixel layer, right? To be able to apply it for a mask. Because you need to create the layer and then set the pixel layer as the mask for the layer below, if I remember right. So let's merge all of these first. Well, no, rasterize them first so they become a shape rather than a vector. Yeah, rasterize. And we want to merge selected. There we go, so that's one layer. Now we need to go to region. There's already a mask applied to that. Let's turn the region map on. So, okay, we still have green on this region map. So, we need to delete this mask. Yeah. Delete that mask. Cool. So we want to drag this one. Actually, no, we don't drag it up, do we? We're going to leave that there. But we also need to copy the layer. I could do it blue, that's a very good point. Yeah, let's Control Z. Just undo those. We need to add a... It's just a pixel there, right? Yeah, true, good point, I would do. Yeah, you're not wrong. Although, to be fair, I'm going to delete this region map anyway, because I've moved some of the stickers around, so they wouldn't be chrome anyway. Because I'm effectively just going to delete everything that's green. So it wouldn't actually change anything. It's actually more beneficial for me to remove it, because we'll go back in and add the other ones to blue. Maybe we duplicate this and change the colour to blue. I'll just leave the bits I don't need. Yeah, we'll do yeah, because like the LMGT3 one's moved. I haven't uploaded a new. So this is the custom. This is the region map it's using at the moment. So there's no sticker livery on there. So we need to upload the new region map. But because I've moved the LMGT3 sticker up here rather than over here, this is out over here rather than over here, just to sort of clean things up and stuff and make it a bit better organised. This is also smaller. So I've already messed up with it enough. I've got rid of the Lexus completely. So I've messed with it enough that we need to adjust that layer anyway, or just remove it. So what's the best way to do it? I think we'll just make a blue. We'll make a blue one, I think, and then we can go and fix the green one later. Right, so let's duplicate that region one. Right, delete mask. Change them to. I assume it's just full blue, right? It's just the bluest blue that you can blue for the region map. No, that's not right, is it? Zero 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 FF, I'm guessing. That's what the game's looking for. Phil. Where's the Phil one? There we go. Make you a livery. Yeah, sure, Jeff. It's nice, easy, definitely not complicated. Why is that now made a new pixel layer over there? I don't know. Put that over there. Shouldn't be applying any region map on there, should I? Okay, fine. Region 5 actually for that one, because we've already got region 1. Right, and then we need to, where was that duplicated? Is that one there? Control C to this group there. And we want to do that, I believe. No. Right, I've got to remember how to do masks now. Oh. No. Well. That's annoying. Open up. Edit. Well, that's not right, is it? Well, that's enough. That's letting everything through. Da, 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 da. This is a bit I don't know how to do. The original file is just that same one with that. So each region is just this. The first one's just a pixel layer, right? Yeah, it's pixel layer. So technically we can just delete that and then just add a new layer. Blue. Yeah. Rename that region 5. Okay. We need to figure out just how to get this as a mask now, don't we? Which is the bit I'm struggling to do. So we want to use, don't lock that. Copy that. We just do that. No. It's not that. Oh, damn it. Right. Bear with to Google. Making a mask. Affinity Photo 2. Or Affinity Foo 2. Right. Oh, yeah, I think we need to actually use the... Right. Done. Yeah, if we do that, and then we can invert selection, do that as a mask. That's it. Fill that with blue. Then we can do that one. Want to invert mask selection, which is going to shut up. Da, 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 da. That one. There's an invert selection somewhere and I cannot remember where it is. Invert mask selection affinity photo 2. Yeah, that's what I thought. Master below. No pixel layer, no. Master trim, no. I'll give me a right click for this one. Start with just the hand. That's layer effects. Let's find that over there. What have I got? I've got two inverted options here. Because that is panels. I don't want to do that. I don't want the outside bit there either. Selected the actual, so it's got some of the bits, but it's also got the main panels as well. I think maybe we let's delete the mask for now. Oh, invert mask is right there. There we go, found it. Right, so there's now nothing masked. It's on the mask image you actually need to use that one. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Right, let's get rid of that. No, okay. Right, well, let's delete the entire layer quickly. And we'll go again. We're getting there, I think. Right, we want to copy that. We need to do, around here, we need to do a new pixel layer. We just pasted that one there. Go to selection, select that. Can't control click, which is annoying. Can I shift click? I can, cool. Right, we need to just go through and select all of these different words. Sake. Just click that one, that one. That one. That one. That one. Start from the top corner, shouldn't we? I know I missed that door handle there. There we go. Right, cool. So we will use that to make mask. All right. This pixel layer needs to be blue. filled it first. God damn it. Save all that. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, god damn it. Don't make me do that again. Surely I can just, if we do a new pixel layer on there, fill that blue. And then I can just merge that, right? Turn the mask on. There we go. Figured it out. I figured it out. Right, cool. Now we want to export this. Well, apologies to everyone that was painful for. Right, we want to export that there. That's color region. Now it's going to be some shonkiness with the green, because we've moved some stuff, got rid of some stuff. So we're not going to worry about that. We're just looking to make sure if that grey comes out chrome. Cool, so we've got the new colour map in there. Looks chromey to me. That looks chromey to me. Material settings, option 2, chrome. Reflective. We only gone and fucking done it, boys. Ignore the texture mapping again on there. Sweet. And yeah, ignore the random shiny patches where I've moved stuff. I'll go through and fix that as well. I might just actually just remove the green layer, to be honest. I will certainly try to join you tomorrow, Jeff. Depends how work goes tomorrow. Yeah, is this this living giving only bids, Jeff? Are you getting only bids from it? You should be able to. All right, cool, lovely. That's that done. Get around to adding some. Need to make whatever that is white in the center of the roof as well. She looks like a camera mount by the looks of it. Dee. Go through and I'll clean up some of these colour lines. We need to get some white bits on the blue and some chrome bits on the white and the blue bit. Maybe, I don't know. Oh yeah, no, none of my liveries aren't. I love my I like them bright. Generally, we go with the Tango Orange. That's my private one. This is cannibalised off of one that I'm doing for my own personal, like the BPM branded car. So the fun thing is going to be trying to figure out how to get this all wrapped on a BMW hypercar, because I've never painted a hypercar. I've looked at the texture map and it is confusing AF. So we're going to take it's going to be a minute to get that fixed, I think. Right, I need to turn that off the texture map, don't I? So we need to re-export the texture map, really. Export. Texture region. There we go. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked the sparkly bits on there. It's kind of cool. Do we have that mysterious layer 1 disabled as well? We do, yeah. Okay, good. Right, we can turn off that livery now. Is this, for some reason, this layer 1 just gives it like levels, just mutes everything. I don't know why. Right. Figure out how to go in. We just delete the green? I think we just delete the green, right? It's just too much faff to fix. I don't honestly care what these look like. I think we just let's turn that back on. Let's disable that. So export that to that. Yeah, fine. We'll just leave it like that. I can't be asked fucking around with doing a new texture map for just for those. That's a pain. Cool. Let's fix some of these liney bits and stuff later. Add a few more because it's looking a bit barren in some places. We're going to go in and adjust that bit, won't we? A bit more like that one over there. Oh, set that off. Put that back on. Add it to here. How have we got it on that end? Oh, okay, right. Oh. This bit pinches in a little bit. This bit comes back that way a bit. There we go, that's a bit better. Okay. Right, I don't think there's much I need to do to the actual base livery now, right? I think we're pretty much there. Which means we need to try and get some sponsors on, right? Actually, what we can do is if we go into there, do. Pretty sure I downloaded. I guess save there. Didn't. Interesting. Where did that go? I definitely was using that yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. But let's go through and disable some of these ones here. There we go. Right, so we got our nameplate on there. That should be on both sides. Yep, lovely. Right, let's see what fonts are any fans using. It uses a smooth, bold sans serif typeface. So the official logo is that, right? But they've also got that one, which some most people know. It's a sans serif, still relatively soft sans serif. Okay. Custom size to Gardenia extra bold. Do we have that in our fonts? Okay. Bold, no. Cambridge semi-bold. Yeah, Cambridge. Cambria. Cambridge. Interesting. Previous logo was Gotham with Marguerite. No, Gotham, I think. Nope, don't have Gotham either. God damn it! Oh, Marguerite. God, I've got fucking none of them. What shit is this? I'm not paying you 20 quid for a font. You can fuck off. Why do we get the feeling that it's just saying, oh, it looks like these fonts that you can go buy from our sister website? Oh, does it? That's convenient. Right, let's just see if we can find something that looks... This looks close to the fans, right? What's that F like? No, that's not. Right. Barn shrift. Go with that. Spacing is a bit wide. Spacing's a bit too far away on that one. Good old Arial. What has that changed? Right. That's not that far off. Oh, that'll be close for the fans part, maybe. That's pretty close. Yeah, I think the closest I've got it with this one. And then we want the colour for this to be... Have I got rid of that colour palette? Right, so this is what I'm using to sort of try and match it. I think that's pretty close. Get you out of the way a little bit. You over there for a sec. I think those two there are pretty close. As close as I'm gonna get, I think, with just like what's on the system. So let's go with that. We want that in the 00AF code. That one. Not only fans, they're legally different. Text box. Okay. Color on this one to be the slightly darker one, which is that one there. I get the feeling if I upload an OnlyFans livery to race control, it might get blocked pretty quick as well. Doesn't look as much of a colour difference between them. Apparently, they are two different colour codes. No, apparently they're not, actually. What can you change? There we go, that's better. Oh, what size is that? 200. 200. Go. And then we want it to, we're gonna have to custom make the logo, which is going to be fun. So where has that one gone? So we've got to try and make this now. So this could be interesting. So we want, it's going to be a pen. Make it with a pen tool. Right, I'm just going to have it up on the other screen so I can look at it. So we're basically starting off with the circle. So it's going to be two shapes overlaid because there's a colour change in it. So effectively we're making a circle. This is probably going to be... code there, we've got no. There we go. And then we've got to somehow try and make a circle. Right, well, if we lock these at 90, surely I'll just put that there, that there. Down in line to match with that as I can. I will match there as best I can. Might not be geometrically perfect, but it should do the job. That's close, right? I think that's close. Should be able to copy that. Select all. That one. Center, something like that. Group those. The F, which is going to be a B, which is going to be off of there. Hey Baz, how you doing, mate? Down to there, just for argument's sake right now. Above that, get rid of the stroke. Fill is going to be the other colour, which is that one. There we go. Right. Let's try and turn that fucking horrible thing into a B, shall we? Right, node tool. Move over. Up and over like that. Up and over. There. Yeah, not bad, mate. A bit knackered after doing like a load of shed work and stuff over the last couple of days. So I wanted to stream because I haven't streamed like really much this week at all, but I just don't have the energy level or focus to race right now. So I thought we would just do a cheeky little design stream for my league races coming up shortly. Needs to be a B rather than an F. Something like that. That goes up something like that. And then I feel like we just need to do a couple of... So B, so it still needs to be in the middle, right? Put that in a little bit. Just soften that edge up a little bit, maybe. Found it. This is Affinity Photo, this one, Greg. Off on that corner up a little bit. There we go, that's giving more B, right? That back is a more of a sharp angle. A little very subtle curve in the logo. Oh, Barry's jumping around a bit. Yes, you do need race control for liveries. Sorry, I was getting a bit distracted. They're trying to make a B. Yeah, you do need race control for liveries, as far as I'm aware. Give the O a beard. Oh, this needs to be, that needs to be rounded a bit more, doesn't it? Come in as far. Why does that put it all the way at the bottom of the fucking... That makes no sense. It's on top of there. Stroke. Oh dear. Apologies, I've developed a cough apparently. To make that. Down. Oh dear. Ah, like shit. Up a bit more. Down a bit more because it's square on it. That's a bit better. Oh dear. Need to fix that bit. This bit of the B over here. I think we'll just get rid of that. There we go. That immediately says B a bit better now, doesn't it? Apart from it's doing something fucking weird. Oh, it's the angle here, that's what's doing it. Okay. Soften that up, let's delete that. Oh, god damn. Got something in my throat right now. Slightly softer. God damn. There we go, right. I think I'm pretty happy with that. The B looks a bit shonky, so I think we also need to... I think part of it's just, it's different thickness, right? It's like the O is obviously quite clearly very thick, and the B just isn't. So I think we need to try and thicken the boy up while trying to keep it a B. I think that's the balance is offset by. That's a bit better. Yeah, I did think about doing that, Mark. Honestly, the main thing is I don't know what I can use and what I'd have to pay for in terms of getting stuff generated. So, plus this is more fun on the stream, just fucking around, trying to make a damn only beards logo. The perfectionist in me is getting really annoyed because it's not matching up properly, but I know why. Just for a start, this needs to be thinner. No, we don't want to do that. We need to leave that there. We want to make this one bigger, don't we? That will make more sense. Problem. The bit that's also messing with my brain is like we should be able to see the O through here and we can't, so that's also annoying me. Which now means we can move this over here. Realistically, that needs to be like there. Something like that. Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's not too complicated, to be honest. Like, once you get the hang of it, you kind of get a feel for it. Yeah, Luke, it's for the TSC team for this season coming up. It's our team is only beards. I'm still messing with these. I can't quite get these out I want. I think it needs to be a bit smaller. You have to get like real small with it. I think that's probably about as good as I can get it. I could probably fiddle with it for another couple of hours, and we might be able to make it look a little bit better. But I think that's pretty good. As a dumb as shit livery, I think that's pretty good. No, okay, we're back looking at it in detail again, and it's annoying me now. I'm gonna stop fiddling. I'm gonna stop fiddling with it. It's good enough. It's good enough. So we need to. So many stickers are we need to. Okay, fine. Right, where's beards? Where's only? Only's the way up here. Okay, fine. To put that with that. Those two need to get grouped. Setups for Go setups are... That's a good question, I can't remember off the top of my head. $12.99, I think. $7.99 a month. Or $9.99 a month, including... No, excluding VAT. What? Yeah, £9.99 a month excluding VAT, so about £12 a month. £13 a month. It depends how much you should get out of it, Baz, at the end of the day, doesn't it? So, like, if you're racing 2 or 3 times a week, like, and you're only doing 1 or 2 races each time you're on, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's not the best of investments. But you know, if you're doing it more regularly, you want to take it more seriously, start doing the championships and stuff. Maybe it is worth it. You know, there's reasons for and against. But much like forest fires, only you can decide that. Those two together. Control C, Control B. Okay. Vertical. That's not gonna work, is it? Subdivide that group, leave that. What's the old angle of the dangle on this side? So we need to adjust this one. -18 minus 4.6 is 75.4. I'm trying to get the Y to avoid very tough. Just a couple of pixels smaller, not small enough where we're going to notice a massive difference between it. Back on. Okay. That. That down there. That as well. Oh, right, let's turn the wireframe back off. Let's export. One. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Make the roof the logo. There we go, I'm pretty happy with how this is going so far. We need to do a little bit of tidying up and stuff. Adding a couple of extra bits on here. Got our cheeky BPM logo there. But the only bids car is coming together. She's coming together, boys. So witness her in all her glory. Yeah, well, just the right amount of OCD helps as well. I feel like only bids needs to go on to race control. I don't know about you. But yeah, I'm happy with that. That's come up. I think we might do a little bit more white on the bonnet, maybe. Just try and get the logo in. Like maybe we put a bit of white in here, so you can just put the OB logo in here or something. Yeah, only bids on the wing. We're gonna put the wing to black. I think it's a bit too blue heavy with the wing. There. Oh, over there. I feel there's a bit too much blue going on at the back here with the bumper and stuff as well. So I think we'll go back to putting that to black. Same with the hangers. And then we'll put only bids on there. Maybe we could put a bit of stroke on it actually. That might help. Let's get our logos back down here as well. I like them down there. Get some little blue streaks going on the white as well. Get some black streaks going on the blue and some white streaks going on there. So these little dashes and stuff, get that on the go. I'm tempted to maybe redo the gradient as well. Make it a bit brighter at the front and a bit darker at the back. Like move the brightness scale forward so we've got a much brighter front end on the back. Maybe we try that quick. Let's duplicate this one. Actually, we can just add, we don't duplicate, we can just add a new pixel layer, can't we? If we start the light from here. Like that. Change that gradient to the light color. That one. To that color. I don't think there's much of a difference between the two, is there? It's a little bit brighter down the front end, like a little bit. You have to do each one individually, yeah. You know, mate, we'll be finishing up this in a sec. I'm pretty much at my limit when it comes to this now. I need to sit down and figure out the rest of it on my own time. We're just going to be doing painting a few bits black, like the wing and what have you. Right, have a good night, mate. Cheers for hanging out. But let's save as the only bits. And I can work on this a little bit at work as well. Sort some of these lines and stuff out, get a bit more detail in. One thing I was thinking, actually, can we... Where's that curve there? That's amazing. Should be in there. Can we, with all of these, can we apply the faintest bit of shadow? Doesn't do much. He's doing something. There we go. That. Set. Oh, intense. add anything to it? Should we try have a quick picky look at that? I will have a look at Discord in 2 seconds, right? Let me just export this here. I want to see what's like with a little bit of like glow. Can't really see it with the old. Oh, you can on the front though. Okay. Yeah, I think it gives it just a little bit extra definition without the chrome. Discord. Where have we gone? Yeah. That, yep, that is a very cool logo. I will be stealing that. Definitely. We will definitely be using that one. Thank you very much for that. Right, yeah, so thank you very much, Mark, for providing me with a much better logo than this absolutely fucking travesty. It looks shit compared to that. Orange fluffiness, but you're right. Let's just turn. I'll throw him back on so we can fly middle. Because the colours ever so slightly off. Let's just fill that with that way. The top one, we want that one. I think that's, yeah, just about there. Okay, cool. Actually, changing that colour on there has changed the whole thing, so that's fine. That's now the right colour. Beautiful. Right, I think this is probably a good place to stop tonight. Turn the wireframe back off. I'm planning to adjust there. We're going to go into effects again to just adjust that outer shadow a little bit. Let's make it a little bit more intense because it's a bit difficult to see on the car. And yeah, good shout with the outline, so we should be able to just go into effects on there. We should be able to apply an outline. And we do that with the darker colour, which is that hex code there. screen from one side to the other. I don't know. I think that's a bit better on the located on the inside. Yeah, blend mode on. Blend mode is where I don't really understand what it does. And I think maybe we do a little bit of drop shadow on that as well. A little bit of out shadow. You need to, I think, adjust the outer shadow because the angle is going to be the same across all of these, which means they're all going to be, this side of the shadow is going to be the wrong side compared to where it is on this side of the car. Adjust the angle on that one. Sure, that should be going that way, definitely. Super intense. Very subtle. I think if we go back into all of these again real quick, just adjust that angle to match at 180. To match, so all the shadows are all going the same way. Oh yeah, I think we're cooking with gas here. Definitely think we're cooking with gas. Need to adjust that. Just bring this down a little bit, I think. Although we don't really need that, we just make all of that the logo. I think that'd also work. Yeah, that little drop shadow is just giving a little bit more texture. Like just a little bit more, along with the chrome and stuff. I think we also helps around here as well. So these have now got like some nice little surrounds and stuff in there. I would say we go and test it on track, but we can't really do that until we've completed it, because you have to actually like apply it to a team and stuff. Which we can do, it'd just be a faff because I have to do it again, like delete it and then reapply it and stuff. But I am very happy with this. For a dumb fuck idea, this has been a lot of fun. Do you think satin chrome? I think satin chrome maybe. Metallic, shiny metallic. Definitely metallic. No, definitely metallic paint matte. Definitely. Yeah, probably will. Probably will, Alex. Obviously, I'll take my name off of it, but I'll probably put this on race control. Once I've got it sorted, once I've finished it off a bit more. We'll see how the LMU mods like it, shall we? Should be fine, but you never know. People do. Okay, cool, right. Well, I think that will probably be us for now. Because I'm very tired and I've got work tomorrow and it's already 1 in the morning. I've lost a lot of time doing this. It's been a lot of fun. But thank you very much for hanging out. I hope you've enjoyed this slightly different version of stream. It's been quite fun. Bit different, not the usual stuff you expect, but we'll get racing again soon. So once I've got a bit more energy back and all my time's not being taken up by the shed, I'll try and get racing over the weekend. See if we can get the ELMS done on Sunday again. But yeah, cheers for hanging out, boys. Tickle the old like button if you haven't already. Obviously, if you're over on Twitch following and you haven't, or watching and haven't followed, tickle those buttons as well. But yeah, I'll be back at some point in the next probably couple of days or so. So we'll try for Sunday and see how we go on. But yeah, have a good evening, boys. I'll catch you guys later. Cheers.